And would you look there, I've got another nail in my tyre. I do not have another $300 to sort this out. Good morning everyone. Right, so we are in Iowa. I've just parked up my bike. We're in a place called Papa John's Sculpture Park. I've been looking at where it's like busy, where I could find someone, but in this park you have loads of different statues everywhere. It's probably my best bet to try and come over here, see if I can find someone's hair to cut.
Yeah, right over here on the other side.
Excuse me.
What's up?
Just a really quick one. I obviously saw you walking by and it looks like you need a haircut.
Yes.
Would you like a free haircut?
I would love that.
Yes,
yeah,
man. Let's do it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. You up for doing it just here?
Sure.
Sick.
This is your chair?
Yeah.
Wow.
Portable.
Wow. This is crazy.
So how much does it cost you usually to get a trim?
That's a good question.
Like 30 bucks?
Yeah, probably about 30. I just go to like Great Clips, you know.
Okay, well you're about to have the best trim of your life.
Great,
here,
thank you.
Grab a seat, man.
Oh.
So I'm going to texturize the top. Even though your hair is nice and thick and it's quite curly, it's going to sit really nice. You want it to sit flat,
I like it sitting flat.
Yeah, so right now it's just too thick.
Yeah.
So I'm going to texturize the top.
Okay.
I use some product on it. I use two things. One's called light work, which is like a clay pomade.
Okay.
And then the other one is a powder. And both of those things will give you the messy textured crop which you want on top.
Cool.
Sound good?
Yeah.
What would you say your greatest challenge in life has been?
Well, I don't know if this fits your channel or not, but I'm transgender.
Sure.
So I was...
So you a girl to a boy or boy to a girl?
Girl to boy. And so being from Iowa and going through that, I had a lot to learn about like learning to be a man and claiming my power.
What do you think's been the most difficult thing about that?
Yeah, let me think about that for a while. There's so many things. Yeah, I don't know, just like learning to not be afraid. Do stuff like go to China and say yes to some random guy who wants to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Like not be so scared all the time that people are gonna judge you. Or...
Do you feel like people judge you a lot?
I think people often see you as a little boy or a little girl, and I'm a 24-year-old man, you know.
When did you sort of know that you...
I told my mom when I was like 10. It's like, I'm a boy. She didn't really get it when I was...
Being like a Midwestern woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. That makes sense.
Exactly. And I've never been super masculine, you know, I still have the earring. Like, so that was confusing.
Well, lots of men have earrings.
They do, exactly. Then when I was 15, I came out for good. So it's been almost a decade. Let me think about how to phrase it. It really is like finding and claiming your agency. That bravery or whatever it is, like to... I don't know. I think a lot of the time we're just sort of taught to be scared because a lot of tough things happen to trans folks in the world. But my mom's family is really conservative, and so when I first came out, they tried to make me do like the girl chores, which is problematic in itself. But like
girls' chores,
like do the dishes and take care of the babies. And I've been pretty blessed though. I haven't experienced a lot of like, you know, the rate of like murder and suicide is very high for trans people.
Or for trans people.
Yeah, it's really easy to feel like nobody's gonna accept you, nobody's gonna love you, feel like you're different.
Sure. I feel like there's a sense of you that's not complete yet because you don't have
Well, I'm actually getting surgery in the next 5 months or so.
Wow. And how does that work?
They take a bunch of skin from your arm.
Yeah.
And then they put it down there. They take like all your veins and your nerves and and it's a huge recovery time. But yeah, for me, it is important. I would say, I think for most trans people, it is not necessarily. And I will say, like, when I spoke about me finding my power and my agency and all that stuff, part of that is realizing that people actually are cool with, I'm gay. Gay men like my body, you know? It's not like something that I need to do for other people, but it's something that I need to do for me. Yeah, so I've had a whole journey of realizing I don't need surgery, but it's gonna help me, it will help me feel more complete.
Do you feel like the conversation gets very sort of confused when you misidentify gender? Because the way that some people look at it is like, no matter what you do, you will always be a woman, right? But you can feel however you want. Yeah. Is that fair? Or not really?
No, I don't think so.
How can you like? Obviously, there's a lot of people that watch this that might not understand it. Obviously, you seem pretty well in tune.
Yeah, let me think about that. Well, I know that's a huge thing in the UK right now, especially. There's sort of an anti-trans movement.
Like it sort of becomes a thing when people say identify as they, them, and it's like, okay, well, I identify as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, type thing. At what point does it stop me, for instance, walking into a female changing room and saying, no, actually, I'm a female, but you look at me and I'm not. So there's always that grey area.
I think like I can only speak for myself.
Sure.
And what I can say for myself is that if I was to walk, in fact I did during Pride, I was wearing my earrings, I was wearing makeup.
Yeah.
All my gay friends were like dressed very gay, because I thought it would make, you know, for me it was just what made me most comfortable. I thought it would be what made other people most comfortable. But when I was in there, a lady was like, this is not the right restroom for you. And I'm transgender, I was assigned female at birth, and you know, all I can say for myself is if I was to use the women's room, it would make people uncomfortable, you know? And when I'm in the men's room, I go all across the country, I take Greyhound buses, I've been in rural truck stops, and nobody ever looks at me twice in the men's room.
Sure.
And that's just the way that I feel most comfortable. And for me, trying to present as a girl was just as uncomfortable as it would be for you, you know? If everybody was calling you she and expecting you to, I don't know, like wear skirts, not that girls have to wear skirts, but it just feels weird. And it always did ever since I was a little kid. And being male is something I don't have to think twice about.
So what's your view on the pronouns? On they, them?
Yeah, I think we should use whatever pronouns make people feel comfortable, because it's the same thing where I am a man who uses he, him pronouns, and so I'm not non-binary, so I can't really speak to that experience, but I have many friends who are. That's just what makes them feel natural, comfortable. There's really just like a deep sense of like not belonging. And like I said, that feeling of not belonging, of not fitting in, that's where it comes from. When people are sort of struggling to recognize you as you. I'm all for using the right pronouns for people.
Imagine you had a younger 15-year-old version of yourself. What advice would you give them?
Even if you make every possible mistake, it's gonna turn out okay.
I love that.
Yeah. Because I made so many mistakes, and it often felt like I had screwed my life over, but I'm doing really well right now. I'm happy, I'm in grad school, you know, good program, good friends. It wasn't always easy, but you'll get there.
I'm excited to see it.
I am excited, yeah. So this is your job.
This is my full-time job.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh wow, it looks lovely. I love it. Thank you.
Still disconnected.
Yeah.
But nice and comfy on the front. You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Good stuff. My pleasure. Thank you again for trusting me, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I guess I'll get my tomato soup.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. You got your bag, yeah?
Nope.
Yeah. And would you look there, I've got another nail in my tyre. I'm gonna go to a shop to see if I can get it repaired. I do not have another $300 to sort this out. Honestly, God. Right guys, so I come back to Papa John's Sculpture Park and they're setting up for an event. I ended up meeting one of the coordinators here. He's now currently sitting down waiting for a free haircut. So we're gonna give him a trim next to my motorbike.
My name is Will. I'm from Des Moines, born and raised. I'm open. Take it down. It's hot.
Do whatever.
So, I'm kind of like that.
You like fade on the sides?
Yep.
Oh, hi, me, did you just not look good? Hi, fade.
Yeah, like I usually, like, I don't know.
Cool. You happy to leave it with me?
I should be, yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
No, you can be, trust me.
I can be, alright. I'm gonna do it.
So what would you say your greatest challenge you faced in life so far has been?
Life, everything, you know, experiences got me in some, you know, adulting moments where you just kind of learn being actually on your own, not relying, you know.
Yourself.
Yeah. Living on your own.
A hard journey for you to do.
Yeah, I think so, and especially like moving, you know, across state lines and then back. You really, you know, I did a lot of like my self-finding, if you will, down in Kansas City, and like that's where I grew as an adult.
What did you find out about yourself in Canada?
It's really nice to have family around. You have so much confidence, and then you lose a little because you might have a dip or a fail, you know, like not something that you expected, you know. Something in job isn't right. I don't know. You know, it's just learning that stuff has been hard. You kind of just have a little bit too much fun. You realize, oh, it's probably time to
wake up.
Yeah.
Are you happy with where you are right now?
I absolutely am. Yeah.
If you had a 15-year-old version of yourself, if you could give that younger version of yourself words of like wisdom or advice, what would that advice be and why?
Slow down and enjoy the small things. Day to day, life on life's terms. Like don't rush things. It's not worth it.
Enjoy the little things.
Yeah. Hey, that looks great. Yeah, dude, that's great.
Yeah?
That's awesome.
Thank you for trusting me, my man. See? Taking a leap of faith worked out, huh? Yeah. Usually. Tyre fixed, haircut done. See you later, man. Thank you for having me, yeah? It's been fun.
My pleasure.
Bye, Brandy. We are leaving Iowa and we are heading to our next state, state 29. Wow. Minneapolis. Oh, this is a short ride, only 250 miles. Oh, this is what's happening when I'm accelerating. It's just cutting out. It's struggling to get, like, even go past the 4,000 revs. Just completely cutting out.